All right, everybody. I am here with John Kitchens. Hey, John.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Hustling. How are you?
Oh, same. Just doing the same.
Cool. Well, John is actually my personal coach, and he does a podcast. He coaches other people. I mean, you're an investor. You do everything, all things real estate.
All
Yes,
things real estate. Yes.
exactly. So, John, our biggest issue right now is where the hell are we? Can we find seller leads? We need listings. Help us.
That is the multi-million dollar question.
Are you going to give us the answer?
It's all of the above. One of the things that we've all got to realize is that none of us have ever been in any type of market like this. Nobody.
Right.
Right. So this
Yeah.
is uncharted territory. It's like, okay. And really where's the hustle? And what I would say is that, I know a lot of agents are typically buyer heavy, right? They've built their business on buyers just because it's, I can make a friend and get a deal. Whereas a
I
seller,
did not build my business on buyers, but yes, I know a lot of
they
people
have that
have.
mentality, right? Because they haven't developed the skill set to, go get seller listings or create.
Well,
the skill
buyers
set
are
to
like
develop seller leads.
easier, I think. But
Yeah.
for me, I always thought and this was just like I didn't know enough, right? So I always thought like if I have a buyer, then like that's it, it's one person. But like if I have a seller, then I can like talk to like a lot more people. Like it just
Right.
seemed like a better return on the investment of
Yeah.
time.
So, I love it. It's the mindset, right? So you got to have that mindset first. And right now, during this time, you have to put all energy, resources, effort into sellers.
Yeah,
Everything,
for sure.
right? Like the buyers are there, but you
Yeah.
got to find the sellers. So it's a
Right.
mindset shift first. And then, it's not going to be one thing. It's going to take a handful of things. And ideally, we're looking for 4 to 6 minimum different hooks in the water to be able to try, to find these opportunities.
Okay.
I know where you lean towards, right? You're
Mhm.
definitely, hey, let me get on the phone. Let me have a conversation. Let me be proactive.
Right.
So I would absolutely say, yes, that
Mhm.
still has to be one of the 4 to 6 things that you have to do. You better be hitting those damn phones every day,
Right. Hard.
every day.
Yes.
And, yes, for
All
sale by,
day, all day, all night.
that's it. So the for sale by owners, I think is still a really good opportunity.
Yeah.
And the reason is that yes, they can sell, but the
Yeah.
thing is that they're leaving in this market tens to 20 of thousands of dollars on the table.
For sure. But that's always been the case. And I think, like you said, that's like really a mindset thing. Like it's always been like, yeah, you can sell. The issue is not can you sell or can you not sell? It's
Right.
is netting the most amount of money the most important thing to you? Because
Right.
sometimes it's not. I mean, I find one of 20 for sale by owners that I talk to are like, that is the case for them and they get it and they see it. Everybody else is like, no, it's like, I really just would rather just try to do it. And then I'm like, great. Have you thought about being a realtor? You
Yeah.
know? And they're like, no, hell no. I'm like, okay. That's what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah. I
Yeah. For
think
sale by owners, I like it.
I
Expired
like it.
still, like the one expired.
Right. Everybody has the mindset, oh, there's only one or there's none.
Yeah.
Everybody is calling them, right? And it's not always true.
It's not true.
So I still obviously expireds, old expireds,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
going back, if you've been in the business 3, 4, 5+ years, go back to all of the people that you had conversations with that you couldn't help. So
Right.
one of the things that we've got a couple of our teams doing is going back through the seller counseling interviews that they had 2, 3, 4
Oh,
years
that's a
ago
good idea.
that they said, hey, I need to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. You can't
Right.
sell unless
Right.
you bring money to the table. And they're
Right.
like, no, we can't. We're just going to stay put. Those people now have equity. They can sell.
Right.
Add
That's
them to
good.
your call arsenal.
Yeah.
Um, Absentee owners,
hmm
with all of the kind of the, what's going on, tenants in, not paying,
Right.
just a lot of mess, right?
Yeah.
So there's opportunities there. Absentee
Or
owners.
maybe to the same point, what you said before, maybe they were underwater a little bit and that's why they ended up renting it,
Sure.
but now,
Absolutely, 100%. So I think that has to be added into your call arsenal as
yeah.
well. So
hmm
right there's 4 different sources just for your outbound efforts. I would then say, find the neighborhoods that still have some good turnover or a higher price point that
hmm
you want to focus in on,
hmm
and find, even if you don't have a listing in there, utilize somebody else's listing and canvas around the neighborhood.
Right. Or
That's
just like, yeah, I mean, even if there's certainly something has sold
right.
or is up for sale that you can use. And if not, if nothing has happened like in the past month or so, it's probably not enough turnover to be focusing your efforts there.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. You just got to do a little bit, just look at it, right? And just kind of get a
Right.
gauge. But the
Yeah.
thing is that there, if a home sold in that area, you can almost guarantee that it was a multiple offer situation.
Right.
So being able to have those conversations within the neighborhood
Hmm.
is key. There's some other things also known as get your butt in the streets and hustle. And so we've had a few teams that are in like some really desirable areas that very few homes come on.
Yeah.
They're door knocking,
Yeah. We've had a
right?
really good success with circle prospecting and door knocking. Like
It's
it's crazy. We just did over $1 million last week from that. It was
it's
nuts. Already under contract. Everybody's already under contract. The phone
yes,
call was made under contract. We found those people. Another house was like, oh my God.
yeah.
Boom,
So
boom, boom.
have one of our really good friends, and he's been canvassing his neighborhood and just having conversations of, yeah, I understand you guys bought a year 2 years ago. He goes, but I could probably sell and put $50,000 in your pocket.
Hmm.
They're like, we might go rent if you can do that right now. So
Right.
there's those type of conversations. Door hangers, you
Hmm.
know, right now, in just the power of this, right? So we've got neighborhood HOA, and we've got to have the mulch as part of, has to look nice or whatever, just part of the HOA requirements. And obviously all of the rain and everything flushed everything out. Well, now it's, get the mulch put in. Guess what? High school kid, hustling, door hanger on the front door, saying, hey, trying to save up money for college, do the mulch, do
Yeah.
the price. Like, yes,
Yes.
you got the business, you're hustling. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Do
So,
that.
so
Yeah.
the hustle, right? So the door knocking, the get in the streets, right? Get out,
Hmm.
be active, be out there. Door hangers, even some direct mail letters in the mailbox.
Yeah. Not in the
Um,
mailbox. That's a violation. You cannot leave it in the mailbox. And I only
no,
know because I
mail,
got
direct
yelled
mail,
at by the
direct mail,
postmaster.
direct mail,
Okay.
direct mail, direct mail.
Oh,
No, don't
I was thinking, do not.
no, direct mail, direct mail.
Okay,
So
got it.
some of the other things that we're seeing to get some traction on is some of this predictive data.
Okay.
We've got one guy
John,
that's
you know
using,
I don't like to pay for anything.
I know it's called likely.ai, and it's just
Okay.
predictive analytics. There's some behaviors that are going to trigger when people are going to make a move.
Hmm.
So being able to, if you are going to invest, get the data, and then that's another touch point. You can call those people, you
Right.
can, direct mail those people, and so that's an opportunity. Still even trying to run some ads, right? You want to run
Yeah.
Facebook, Google pay per click, the message. You can even, if iBuyers are heavy in your market, like Dallas and just the markets where all the
Hmm.
iBuyers, the large iBuyers, we've got a few that are running kind of, don't let the iBuyer, take all of your equity.
Oh.
And so
Mm.
just running some good call to action like that.
Yeah.
And hey, let's set up a virtual CMA, free virtual CMA to see, how much equity you truly have in your home. So
Right.
things like that, with that type of call to action, that type of message. So, I think, we went rapid fire there, but there's a good
But
six,
that's a
seven,
lot of
eight.
ideas. I think too, I want to add, a lot of people don't think about it. They'll go show a buy, like if they have a buyer, they'll go show the buyer the one house and then they'll go home. While you're there, that's when you could take opportunity to door knock and